Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 687. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. And the last thing I want to say is if you are interested in a little bit of a free reading or some free messages, please visit the description box down below. So I was feeling very distracted by a lot of signs, a lot of messages while I was trying to say all of that, and I just burped a little bit, which if you've been around, you know for me that represents a need to release something, to let something go, which is interesting because the number 8 and 687 is about letting go. I'm going to start interpreting, well actually, I also want to talk about how I saw the number 12, and now I'm seeing the number 21 on the timer, both the number 12 and 21. There were zeros next to it. Zeros represent cycles, endings, beginnings, change, life, death, depending how deeply you're thinking about it. But let me think for a second. The number 12, I've been seeing that a lot lately, interpreting it numerologically, if that's the right way to say that, as 1 + 2 = 3. 3 is about communication, healing, expressing yourself authentically. This has been a really, really strong energy lately, and seeing the number 21 on the timer, it signals some sort of mirroring here. There's a deep idea or concept that you're being called to understand about mirroring, to help you understand manifestation and how powerful your mind, your emotions, your soul, your passion actually is. And I really love that passion was highlighted here, because I honestly believe that every human being on this planet has a passion, and if it's not expressed properly, well, it's not a good thing. I'm seeing the number 3 with a couple zeros around it, just confirming that someone here needs to be more honest about how they feel, maybe stand up for themselves. It will really help you heal, expressing yourself authentically. You're allowed to protect yourself from people, places, and things that don't deserve you or your generosity. This mirroring could be that something from within, like either something in your environment is trying to mirror something that's going on within you, or it could be someone else is mirroring something to you, or there's just a situation here where you somehow see yourself in it. There's a part of you that you recognize and that feels significant here, and it could be your darker qualities or your lighter qualities, more shadow or more soul, at least with the way that I interpret it. I feel like this reading is going to be kind of long, and that's okay. If it's not okay with you, this may not be your reading. But I'm going to start interpreting now the number 687 like I usually do. Let me just get a drink of water real quick. I just heard aqua. It was like a vision or a sound. I'm still trying to understand how it all works for me, the whole psychic thing. But yeah, the word aqua came through. I saw it earlier. Like, I think it was a visual. What the hell do you call it? Voyance. I swear I know more than I sound. But yeah, the number 6 is about unconditional love. And it's time for you to gain a deeper understanding of unconditional love, how you should be treating yourself in that way and how you should be treating others in that way. What's really teaching you self-love is letting go of things that are not healthy for you. Seeing your worth and what you deserve is very much healing for someone. And you're being called to keep doing that. Keep loving yourself. Keep voicing your concerns, making yourself heard. Of course, protect yourself. The Hamza might be significant for someone, of course. You know who you are if you're watching this video. But the number 8, like I said earlier, is about letting go. It can also be about remembering how connected we all are. And I'm being reminded of this thing. Maybe I'll put it in the video if I remember to. But it's just so important to know and understand and really see how connected we all actually are. There could be something here about your third eye, definitely your throat chakra, that's for sure. Communication is big here, whether it's communicating clearly and honestly with yourself, with someone else, something else, setting boundaries with yourself or something else. I want to take it however it resonates. The number 7 is about wisdom, awareness, spiritual awakenings for me. You might be experiencing those right now. You're learning some spiritual things. And if you're not yet, you will if you keep going. Reading or adding all of those numbers together. Now, 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 7, I believe, is 21. Oh my gosh. Now I'm being reminded of that. 21. If you know it, you know it. It's a joke, but yeah. The 21, the world card in tarot has the number 21 on it. I feel like you're being called to find closure so you can help the collective find closure. Now that's some very, very deep energy. I'm seeing the world card from this deck, the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, that I'm going to use as part of this reading. Perhaps the seasons or the holidays or a holiday could be significant for someone. When I felt Aqua come through earlier, it reminded me about how I've been getting a lot of strong air energy as well. When you balance air and water, I personally believe it creates balance that enables passion and growth. That's the best way that I can explain it. But 2 plus 1, like we established earlier, is about the number 3. So strong message here about healing. You're really, really being encouraged to use some sort of situation outside of yourself as a mirror to help yourself heal and grow and tap into your highest, greatest potential. So that way we can contribute to the greater purpose in that way. We all collectively have a higher, greater potential. We just haven't fully seen it or tapped into it collectively, because not all of us see it or tap into it within ourselves. There could definitely be something here that it's time for you to look in the mirror at yourself about, or be honest with yourself about, because you deserve to be honest about yourself. But remember that you also deserve to be kind and compassionate to yourself. That's the thing. For some reason, it seems like whenever people become adults, they suddenly think that they don't deserve compassion. But age doesn't matter. Someone might need to hear age is just a number, but I think the soul is always useful. Sometimes it's just hidden or misrepresented. I'm seeing 101 on the timer recording this video. The number 101 for me lately, it's been a new message. Someone here might feel like a beginner. I just got a vision of the Fool card in tarot. You might hear singing in the background. It's just my sister. If it bothers you, like I said earlier, it might not be a reading, but maybe singing could be significant for you, which earlier I picked up on the word cantare, which means singing in Italian. So there could be some ancestors here that are encouraging you to connect with your voice, not only through communication, but also through creativity. There's some deep energy here for someone. I just saw the number 11 on the timer. 1 + 1 is 2. The priority here needs to be balance. I just got a vision of the 10 of the Temperance card that I saw earlier. There's some sort of unhealthy extreme in your life. Maybe an extreme unhealthy way of thinking, extreme unhealthy relationship. The best way I can describe it is like it's a bipolarity. Maybe you could struggle with a bipolar disorder. Now, I'm no doctor. I understand that, and I have been able to overcome it or manage it, if you will, myself, and you can too. No matter what you're dealing with mentally, no matter what label it is, you can navigate it and you can manage it, understand it, maybe resolve it if you feel called to. You might have the potential to resolve a form of illness or label, and you have a story to tell because of that. I'm literally just saw the number 122 on the timer, and then it changed to 123. If you've been around, you know that the number 122 is remembering that change starts with you, and 123 is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. You are experiencing the pain, the anguish, the emotional turmoil for a reason. There's so much wisdom and potential in what you don't know, and I'm being reminded of something that I said before about how humans are so terrified of what they don't know, and it's so true, but it's also why. You know, I mean, I personally thought maybe it's something to do with, as humans, our strength, and the animal kingdom is intelligence. That's my opinion. But yeah, whoever needs to hear it, you are intelligent, you are capable. I'm going to move on now to drawing out a card from the Prisma Visions Tarot, one of my favorite decks. And I'm going to look at your current situation. The number 2 is significant here again. Your current situation, or at least part of it that's being recognized, is some sort of imbalance. I'm picking up on justice, give and take. Oh, the 6 of Pentacles is about give and take. That's been coming through lately. I also, something else came through, but I lost what it was, so I'm going to trust that that happened for a reason. For me personally, trusting that everything happens for a reason has been an unbelievably big message, specifically with the number 456. Maybe that reading could be significant for you that I uploaded a long time ago, I think. But if it's not, that's okay. Let's go ahead and look at, actually 2 cards fell out, and I do feel called to take both of them, and I just saw the number 1 on the timer, which is a sign to trust myself. You're also being called to trust yourself and how this energy or these cards or these messages resonate for you, even when it doesn't resonate. So, wow. Oh my gosh. We have the High Priestess, we have the Third Eye, the Moon, lots of messages here. Lots of signs, synchronicities, potentially for somebody. there's definitely a lot of confirmation here. There's so much to get into here. And we have the Six of Swords. Here is the symbol of the planet that's associated with this card. You can look it up if you'd like. No pressure if you don't want to. Doesn't have to resonate for everybody. There's also the zodiac sign of Aquarius on that card, and there's a lot of air energy here. There's also a triangle here. It represents an element. If I'm being honest with you, I don't remember what it symbolizes, but you can look it up if you'd like to. So yeah, definitely a lot to unpack here. Let's start with talking about the moon. I just heard "I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away," and that's from a Bruno Mars song, if you didn't know. The planet of Mars could be significant. That's very interesting. Let me think for a second. There's definitely someone here. It doesn't have to be romantic. It feels strongly romantic, but it doesn't have to be. There's someone here who is aware of your presence, but they don't know how to reach you. They feel you, I feel like. I'm feeling as well that this could even be someone from the other side, maybe a past ancestor or someone that you knew in this life that you care about very much. The moon here can symbolize your unconscious or your subconscious. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I feel it's subconscious. Your dreams, if I didn't say it already, like your sleeping dreams might be significant. Your waking dreams also might be significant, which is symbolic of your passions, where you feel called to, especially creatively or in a way that allows you to express yourself authentically. The third eye here gives a really, really strong intuitive energy. The High Priestess in general is about following your intuition, listening to your inner voice, and when it's combined with the Six of Swords, about moving on, letting something go, walking away from something, finding closure, you know that you are being called to release someone or something, and this is confirmation. But like, if it's someone from the other side, you don't really have to release someone. You can still hold feelings for someone no matter where they are, but don't let it weigh you down or hold you back in ways you don't deserve. I just got flashed the Page of Wands here. I just heard in reverse, which makes a lot of sense. Just confirmation there for me. It says ready to build foundation in the upright. I just saw the number 12 on the timer. Again, you're being called to let go of something, and it was confirmed because I just burped. You didn't hear it. But it's like small, quiet burps because I ate a little while ago. But, you know. Anyway. This is really highlighting what I was talking about earlier about your passion and making sure it's being expressed. And if you don't know how to express that passion, you can and you should, and the way to do it is to allow yourself to reflect, to trust yourself, to believe in yourself, to listen to your inner voice. The last thing I want to talk about with this High Priestess card is the number 2. The High Priestess is associated with the number 2, so it feels like you know that you need to find balance in some way by releasing something. There's something that is, you're carrying too much weight somehow. It's definitely giving 10 of Wands type of energy. And I said the number 10 earlier, didn't I? For me, 10, or just the number 10 by itself can be a sign that your spirit guides are near, which makes a lot of sense if you're really trying to work with your intuition and you're really trying to get into the spiritual stuff and you're trying to heal and you know you're taking it seriously. There's a lot of respect coming from the spiritual realm for you and your decisions, your choices, your courage. And before moving on to the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot cards, the Six of Wands, we have the number 6 here again. We talked about the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Did we talk about the Six of Cups? I don't know if I did, but I did feel it earlier. Swords is air, cups is water, Six of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of air, Six of water. Maybe you have a tarot deck that uses the elements to describe the cards. I just got a vision of the Magical Dogs tarot that I have. I haven't used that deck in a while, but the number 6 from 687 is really being emphasized here. You're really being called to embrace unconditional love or some form of acceptance for yourself in some way, outside of yourself, whether it's in a relationship or some sort of situation. There's definitely something here that needs to be released or resolved. Maybe there's some sort of release of documents here that could be significant for someone. I'm going to move on now to drawing out a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what guidance your spirit guides have for you. Wow, perfect card. I have the Devil in reverse. There's a lot of blue in this energy, a little bit of green, a lot of air, I feel, coming through. The Devil in reverse, if you've been around, you know that I also associate the devil with the number 6, because on the Devil card in tarot, 1 plus 5 is 6. It has the number 15 on it. And the devil in general is about unhealthy attachments. Let me just read this card for you. It says, in reverse, self-sabotage, confront fears, level head, bravery, release. Someone's bravery here is really being highlighted here, your courage. In the upright, it says self-indulgence, immortality, ego, no self-control, instant gratification. I do feel here that someone here needs to be learn to be more patient with themselves, so they can learn to be more patient with the universe and opportunities around them, so that way they work in their favor. It's important for you to understand why you need to rush, why you feel like you need to rush and, rush through things, and, go into things like a Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords is a strong energy. It's very, definitely brave, and it's fast moving. It's a lot of action. There's a lot of conviction, but when it's in reverse, it's a lot of action and conviction for potentially not the right reasons, not necessarily malicious, but it's important for you to question your motives, why you make the decisions that you do, so you can heal and contribute to your own spiritual growth, the spiritual growth of the collective. Remember that change really does start with you, and all you have to do is just be a role model, be that change that you wish to see. And you could have kids here that need that, or just certain relationships in here where you could really make a difference just by voicing your concerns and being honest about how you feel, even if it's not about concerns. Someone here can really make a difference, and you're being called to no pun intended, follow that calling, trust yourself, listen to your inner voice, follow where you feel called to, and find closure. Is big messages here about that. I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out a card from this box of cards here, which are cards that I made myself, if you didn't already know. We're just going to see what else wants to come through for you. This card perfectly sums up the energy that I've been describing. The only person that you need to focus on being happy is yourself. Let me think how to articulate this. There's a real big focus here on self-love and putting yourself first, your happiness first, your peace, what you deserve. You deserve to be happy and at peace and focused on what means the most to you. Aligning your actions with that, your values, who you are, at least partially.